welcome to my channel. I'm Mark, this is Mark's Mods, and today guys we're going to continue with our Lancaster build. So we are going to do issue 3 of Build a Lancaster Bomber, and today we are going to be looking at the cockpit canopy. Now we're going to be using a few bits from that we had in issue 2 left over, and then we are going to be continuing with some of the parts we've got in issue 3. We're not using all the parts we've got in issue 3, but we are going to be working on the cockpit canopy today, so it should be really exciting. Hopefully everything goes well. I have heard a few of the horror stories of people's the actual canopy actually breaking when they've tried to put the perspex glass in, but I think if we just take our time with it and we just take it nice and easy, we'll be fine. Anyway, let's get on with today's build. So with all that said, let's get modelling. Okay, so we're going to need this that we got from a previous issue, which was issue 2. And we're going to need this piece here. Now this is going to go on just into there like so. But we do need to glue that in. So I'm just going to get some glue out. Okay. And then we'll get some glue on this. Don't need a lot. I just want to put some in there. And then making sure I get this the right way around in the instructions. It's going to go on just like that. I'm just going to hold that there for a few seconds just while the glue takes. Okay. So now that's done, we need this part that we got from issue 2. And we need this part here that we also got from issue 2. And basically what we're going to be doing with this, we're going to be installing this into here. And you can kind of see the shape it's going to go into, just like that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this in. Now all I'm going to do is put a tiny bit of glue just on the pegs in here. And then I'll put this into place. Just like that. And that's what that should look like. Looking superb. Okay, so that's in place. Now what we need to do is we need to get this. This is a VHF aerial. That's what it's saying in the instructions. And this is going to literally go in to here. Now it is got to go in one way. So I'm just working out which way that is. I believe it's with the little rod facing me downwards. Okay. Yeah, it is. It's correct. So I'm just going to hold that in place, and there we have. There's our aerial. Now be careful of these when you're storing these away. You don't want them to get knocked or broken or anything. So that is all what we need to do with the parts from issue 2. So now we're going to work on the parts that we got in issue 3. And the first parts we need to bring across are these bits here. And what we need to do is we need to put this cockpit canopy into place. Now this is where I'm being fairly cautious on this. Because the last thing I want is this to break on us. Fully all the way in. Nope. You can more or less hear it snapping into place. But it is a very, very tight fit, a bit like the Spitfire was. So I'm just checking all around this just to make sure it's lined up. So the front is, that side is, and that side is perfect. Okay, next is we need these two parts here. Now these are literally going to be going on just in here, like so. And I'm just test fitting these because I don't know if there's a difference to them. So if they feel right, then that's what I'm going with. Right, that definitely feels right in there. So I'm going to go with that. Now we need to glue these in. Now, being very careful with this, I'm just going to double check. Yeah, that's correct. That's the one I was working on. Just going to put a light amount of glue just down here. Just a few dots. And then I'm just going to put a few dots of the canopy at the top. And that should be enough to hold this in place. So I'm going to place this in. Put it into position. Like so. Look at it from the other side. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Just making sure everything's in place the way it should. It looks correct. Making sure the sides are correct. And that's just popped out. Oh. Okay. So right, that looks pretty good to me. I think I'm happy with that. The only thing I'm not happy with is this side bit here. It just doesn't want to sit where it should be. Keeps popping out. So just making sure all that back's in. We shouldn't have a problem. And I'm going to have to re-glue. And this side is the same, which makes me think it's definitely not in place properly. No, that's definitely not in place properly. The top is, the front bit is, well, it's just going to pop out. So what I want to do, I'm just going to get a tiny bit of glue and just pop it in there and just sort of hold it, because I don't want this to pop out and I don't know why it's doing it. Now, I don't know if the glue is actually going to be strong enough to hold that in place. And I'm cautious I don't want hazing from the glue. Just not holding it. Right, I'm going to get a clamp. I'm just going to clamp that in place just while it sets. And I'm going to try and do the same on this side. This one's worse. Okay. Clamp. Right. I'm just going to stop recording, give that time to set, and then we'll come back to it and I'll get these bits in as well.
A few moments later.
Okay guys, I'm back. So I've got all that in now and I'm happy with the way that is. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is we've got this dome here. Observatory blisters apparently. No, sorry. Astrodome. Now this is just going to be going on into here. Just like that. And we need to screw that in with the BP screw. The screws were supplied in this issue. Okay, so that's now in place. And then finally what we need to do is we need the fit the upper fuselage. So this is this. This is going to be slotting on to there just like so. And again screwed in with another BP screw. Oh, excuse me, just had coffee again and it gives me terrible wind. I can't stop burping. Okay, and there we have our cockpit canopy. And that is all there is to do in this stage. So, that is issue 3 complete. Well guys, that's it for issue 3 of the Lancaster bomber. Thank you for watching. Yeah, that cockpit canopy was a little bit of a pain to get in. I think it was a lot harder than the Spitfire, to be honest with you, and a lot harder than the gun turret that we did in issue 2. That was really tough to get in, but it's saying nothing's broken, none of the plastic around it is broken, which I'm glad. And yeah, I managed to get them parts in, but it just takes time, and those other bits that I had to put on the sides, they just needed time to dry as well. So it was just better that I did that off camera than I did it on camera, just give myself a little bit more time. Anyway guys, if you like this video, please can you give it a massive thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell and you'll be notified of any future videos. But as for always, stay safe and bye for now.